Everybody, it's Brandy back again, and today I'm coming to you guys with the latest review ever. And late as in late, like this should have been up 3 weeks ago late. It is on the Tatiana wig, and yeah, just fail after fail after fail. And I didn't want to just throw a video up that had horrible content. I didn't want to put on the wig and be like, oh, this is what it look like. Like, no. I wanted to make it look right, not only for me, but for everybody else that's watching that needs, the help too. This is a learning experience for me with this one. Like, I've done crochet before, but this was a little bit different. And when you see, the wig isn't like too much of crochet, but it mimicked crochet. So you'll see what I mean when, you see it. But it was a struggle, but I'm going to show you all my fails so we can learn from them together. So what you don't need to do when you get the wig, just so I can show you. So I'm just going to put some clips in here, and then after all that, I'm going to show you guys what I did and what worked. So keep watching. Hey everybody, it's Brandy back again, and today I'm coming to you guys with another wig review. This one is going to be on Tatiana. This is from Sensational. It's the Empress Lace Wig Collection, and I got mine in the color number 2. So first off, I just want to say this is a wig that has been going around YouTube for quite some time now, and I've been looking at it as well. So when I got the opportunity to try this one out, of course I wanted to go ahead and do that. So this one is kind of it mocks like the Marley hair type feel. Also, it's really popular for people who want to get like that crochet style but don't want to take the time to sit there and do it. This is like a really good one for you. And like I said, I've seen it before. So one thing I've noticed is that people think this is a wig that you could just put on and call it a day. And to me, it's not. So I want to walk through this with you. Now, mind you, I have not unboxed this without you guys. I don't like to do that. So I'm going to show you guys step by step how I'm going to transform this to fit myself. So first off, it comes like this and bundled up. Got the little mesh thing. Let's take, okay. So it's really rough already. So it has these like foam around the lace edge. Let's check the foam. Okay. So the construction of this cap is really weird already. What does it say? So it says a perfect fit, natural hairline, and style versatility. So if you look at it, I like the cap construction. Of course, you have the one clip here. You have 2 clips on the side. You have another clip in the back with adjustable straps. So that's a really good, firm, tight fit. This lace, though, it's like this much lace. I mean, you might as well just take the lace off and just call it a half wig, because it's not. I guess we'll see how it works. So let me go ahead and take this wig off. Okay, so where I feel crazy in this. It's interesting, to say the least. I've seen people put this on and be like, oh, if it's too tight to my head, I feel like it's too big for my head. It's really, I don't know. But like I said before, this is definitely not one of those wigs you just gonna put on your head and do anything with. Definitely not. So let me go ahead and just cut the little bit of lace that's in the front off, and then we're gonna go ahead and style this together, because I have no idea like where to start. Okay, so first things first. I'm gonna go ahead and like separate some of these just because I just feel like so I'm just kind of going through it, and I'm just gonna like pull apart the um, the little sections that are already here just to give it a more natural look, because this clump thing together is ugly. Like, I mean, like, I guess when I saw people putting this on, my question is, you wouldn't put that Marley hair in just like you see it in the pack, so why would you think this wig was okay? I mean, it worked on some people, but it looks crazy on me. Like, I could not walk out the house like this. It just wouldn't, it doesn't look natural, like, at all. So we're gonna make it as natural as we possibly can right now. And I mean, even if you don't separate all of the like the little sections to it, just kind of pull apart like some of it just so it can, you know, be a little bit more believable once it's out. I think I'm gonna go ahead and just detangle. It's gonna take forever. For people who don't want to pull it apart, that's totally fine. You can just like um, you can comb through it. It's not a problem, but it's gonna take a lot longer, and if you're gonna get a lot of shedding. So if you don't want it to be so thin, I mean, by all means, regardless of what you do, what process you decide to take, it's gonna take you a little minute. Oh, I'm falling asleep. So in the previous clip, you saw me separate my hair in sections. It's honestly the easiest way to do this, just so I didn't waste time going back and separating a section that I already worked on. I definitely recommend you do this. And I just use some like clips, you know, some whatever you have at home to hold your hair, it's fine. Just helps you to work faster because this process is already going to take a very long time. So this is kind of what it's looking like. This is just one section, like me pulling it apart. Um, you're gonna get shedding. I mean, think of it as cankalon hair, like not cankalon. Well, yeah, kind of, because the Marley hair is made out of cankalon. But kind of see it like that. It's Marley hair. So you're gonna get your shedding, the little strays that you don't like. I guess what I'm going to do, just go ahead and do this on my whole head, and then we'll figure out what we're gonna end up doing with this. Okay, so both sides are now like detangled, picked through, or whatever. I did two different methods while doing this. I did the combing out, and then I just like finger picked. Honestly, to make it look a lot natural, the finger picking is actually a lot is better for me. And I mean, regardless of what you do, they're both time consuming, so it's whatever. But this is kind of like the results that I got from doing that. It's a lot of hair. It's a lot of hair. So if you want, I guess you can stop here and do, you know, this type of thing. You could do a wild safari look at this point. But what I'm gonna do is, let me see, figure out how to style this the best way for me. So let me see. What I'm gonna do is go ahead and take this off of my head, and I'm going to do like kind of like a twist out type of method with this, because it's just gonna be, I can't do this on my head. It's just too much hair, and I just can't. So we're going to do, like I said, 2-strand twists, and then we're going to dunk this in hot water, and then see the results that we get from there. That's where I'm going with this. Okay, so this has become a 2-day video. So yesterday you saw me finger separating, it sounds stupid, but you know, separating with my fingers the little strands or whatever. And then I did combed out just to see. So after that, you also saw me put it on the mannequin head, clips of me actually detangling more, and then I just did it into two sections, like different sections, twisted it, and then put these on it. I did dunk this in hot water yesterday, but I wanted it to cool off a lot more before I took the rollers out. So let's start from there. So I'm just gonna put this on first. I think it'd just be easier for me to see it. Let's see it. Okay. So this was funny. Alright, just gonna take the little perm rod things out. And I didn't have enough, so I just went ahead and put like the purple ones and stuff. So I guess I'll start at the back just to see how this comes out. I'm not impressed with what I did already. It looks crazy. After separating like a couple, this is when I realized that this was going to be horrible. This was a fail, and like you can see, even though I separated with my fingers, you could still see like the individual little sections. It just doesn't work, guys. It doesn't work. And this is when I was just over it. Just over it. Okay. So I've dumped the wig again. And it's not completely dry, but what I did differently, I basically just brushed it out. There was no way I was going to be able to properly style this wig without fully brushing the hair out. So of course it's going to take you longer. So learn from my mistakes. I think this is why I'm doing this video this way, because we're going to learn together. So let's go ahead and put this on my hair, and then I guess I'm going to take these out first. And then, ow. Then we're going to kind of pick it, you know, untwist the stuff and all that jazz together. Okay. Okay, so I'm getting to the front. It's looking a lot better than it did before. Of course, I think I'm ruining it by doing with the scissor, by separating it a little bit too much though. Ow, crap, that hurt. So what I am going to do right now though is take the front parts of my hair out here. Clip this part down first. Okay. If I were to do like a, let me see. So actually what I'm going to do, because this actually helps me out. What the heck am I stepping on though? Using bobby pin to pin down this front part, so that when I am pulling up like this, for example, or doing a side style. Sorry about the back. I'm pretty sure every video I've had, y'all heard this background. So where we live, my huge window is next to a road in a military base. So you're gonna hear the planes going by, and this is honestly all the time. So no matter what time I record videos, even if I get lighting, it's gonna sound like that. I wanna get some shea butter and kind of soften up the hair, because I know it's possible. I feel like it's not soft right now. It's just so hard. That's what makes it so hard to style, because it's just so thick. But you can style this, because people who do crochet, I mean, you're able to. I think because I've had Marley hair a lot softer than this. It's probably why it's killing me so bad. So I'm just gonna pop some gel on my hair, so you can kind of see, where I'm going with this. something along the lines of this or whatever. If you wanted to, you can even do like a high ponytail. It's kind of thick though. If you got like really thick hair and you want to do that with, that's totally fine. Do you, boo? But I know I could not do it. This is just not good at all. It's just not coming out like it's supposed to. It's just not, and it's irritating. See, my hair is a lot softer than this hair, and it's just that's why it's so hard to manipulate. And even if I did it like this, like, you know. So I decided to go ahead and brush it out after a couple of days of being over it. Did a bend 2-knot set in it, and I let that sit for like 2 days. And then I thought it'd be okay, but when I unraveled it, it just became a big froey mess, and I was over it for a very, very long time. This was the ultimate fail. Okay, so this is what the wig looks like now. What I did, I took the perm rods from the video that you saw. First, what I did though, I sectioned the hair. It was already pretty much brushed out from the last thing that I did, but I brushed it out and I went through and I flat ironed it, and I kept the heat a little bit longer on the root area. So I just kind of flattened it out like that, and then I put these in. Of course, you have to, while you're doing it, you want to wrap the hair around as well. I didn't have like enough of the whole head at one time, so I did it in sections. So I did like, I think I did 4 different sections for these, and I took some water and I just dunked each one individually, let it sit for a little minute. I didn't let them fully, completely dry. I just took them out and I just kept going with the hair. So it was a little bit looser in the back than it is at the top. But I mean, it came out a lot nicer. Like, my mom saw it and she was like, that's the same wig that was sitting on the chair? Exactly. So it looks a lot better than what it was. I have not put it on, so like I said, this is the first time I'm doing all this with you. I did this last night before I went to sleep. Let's go ahead and take this off. Let's see. Ooh. I'm gonna tell y'all already, I like it a lot better than what it looked like before. Okay, so I like that I can do that with, this is gonna be a cute like flip over method. Now this is me not, when I took them off of the rod, I didn't separate them yet just because I didn't want to ruin what I had going on. So what I'm going to do slightly is just kind of separate them a little bit in the middle. I'm not really going to touch the ends. I just want them to, you know, stay nice and defined. I'm going to kind of fluff out the root area just a little bit. But I think I said in the clip before that the hair felt really rough. Of course, my natural hair, and I don't think a lot of people's natural hair actually isn't as rough as that hair was for me. But now, I think because it's flat iron, it's just a tad bit softer, so it feels so much better. My hair is just braided a little bit loosely. I'm just kind of pulling it a little bit out. It looks like it's pulling really bad. It's not. So, oh my gosh, this looks so much better than what it was looking like before. I have to go back in and do some of these. Like I said, some of the ones are like straight now. I just go ahead and re-dunk them. Not a problem. But it looks so much better than before. Go ahead and pull this side out too. Okay. That's so nice. Yeah, this is so much better. Okay. I feel really big hair glamour type in this one. That 3 weeks was worth it. So, you know, I had to like really sit down and think about it. And I know some people who've done crochet are kind of like, well, duh, of course you're supposed to do. Look, I don't have much experience in it. And for the girls who are watching this with me who don't have much experience doing a crochet or doing perm rods and dunking and knowing what to do, this is for us. And also for people like me who have finer hair, if you want to make your roots a little bit like thinner, just so that it would mesh better with your hair. Like this part, if you saw when I put it on my head, it looked really big up here. Even if I wanted to pull it back, I couldn't have if I wanted to. Now it's dramatically, you know, like the volume on the roots is a lot. It's a lot less volume on the roots, so I'm able to pull it back if I wanted to in a ponytail. Now I will be able to, which I'm actually very excited for, because that's probably what I'm going to do a lot of looks like, you know, in the back. I did show you guys some looks with it big. You can do those same looks with it being, you know, twisted and curly like this. Oh, this is so nice. It is a lot softer too, just because it's a lot thinner. And I don't know if I did show you guys, but I'm going to take this off and show you because I want you guys to see this. This wig has a lot of volume in the roots because what they do is not every line has technically long hair in it. You have some tracks here with like little small, you know, just like the small hair right here, just to give you some oomph in the volume. So this is why not having that parting doesn't bother me at all, because it actually works out for the better. Like it gives you that full head of hair type of look. So what you're gonna do, like, so if when you're thinning it out, don't worry about it being too thin at the roots, because you still have that the little, you know, short hairs in the middle that's still giving you that oomph of volume. So you don't have to worry about the hair thinning out too much, pretty much. I don't know how I can say that. I keep reiterating the same thing. Y'all get what I'm saying. But honey, this is worth the investment. This is, like I said before, this is not one of those wigs you could just put on your head, or you can just throw, you know, one of those out the pack types. But for the women who really want that natural look, and honestly, because it is a lot kinkier and a lot thicker than other wigs, this one's gonna last you a long time as well. I mean, you can, you know, it's going to mimic your hair a lot better, and you don't have to leave out a lot of your hair. I don't like to leave out a lot of mine, y'all know that. This is one of those wigs that's also good. I love this fold over method on me. This is so cute. I've always wanted to do a fold over method, and I finally get it. So like I said, I just put this on my head. I'm not sure how the back is going to look. Probably have to take this off, put it on a mannequin, kind of fluff out the back so it looks fine. But I'm going to turn around anyway and show you guys what it looks like. Sit up a little bit. So I got my unit from Hair So Fly off of Amazon.com. And of course, I told you guys before, they have so many different options to choose from. This have something for everybody. And if you still aren't sure like which units to get, because there are a lot to pick from, I recommend going to hairsoflytv.com. It's basically a place where you can go to see other beauties do the same thing. Like, they're reviewing these units for you to show you what it looks like, you know, when you get it, what they did to it. And it's really great for people who aren't sure what wigs to get. Like I said, it's really hard sometimes to choose which wig, because they all look really good. And that's how they were, you know, branded to look. But it's also nice to see it on somebody else. And that website is a one-stop shop to see everything that they offer, as well as seeing the girls review the wigs and actually wearing them. And you do have some update videos on there. Like, you really want to check it out and just, you know, just see everybody else and see what they come up with. So thank you all for watching, and thank you all for being patient. Hair So Fly, thank you so much. And this was very challenging for me, but I love the fact that I was able to do this challenge and finally succeed in it. Thank you all for watching again.